Hello students, I'm back with my another video and this time we are having fourth chapter of our ninth class NCERT book and the name of the book is Moments and the chapter 4 that is In the Kingdom of Fools. It is written by A.K. Ramanujan. Let's see what is the summary of this chapter. So this is an interesting story about a kingdom being ruled by a foolish king and foolish ministers. Their ways are weird and all of their decisions confirm their stupidity. They reversed all the laws in the country and everything in the kingdom had the same price, 1 dudu. Dudu is here the currency, like 1 rupee. People were ordered to sleep during the day and working during the nights. But as we know that the fools are as much as harmful to others as they are to themselves also. So it happens that the king and the ministers becomes victims of their own foolishness and ordered their own execution. Finally, it could be resorted only after a wise guru and took the reins of the kingdom in his hands. So let's see that what happened then. So we are talking about the kingdom of fools. So it was long ago. There was a kingdom of fools and both the king as well as the minister were fools. They ordered all things to be reversed. People were ordered to work during the days and sleep during the nights. Anyone who did not obey these orders would be put to death. So out of fear, people obeyed the king. Arrival of a guru and his disciple. One day, a guru and his disciple arrived in the city. They were surprised to find that there was no activity and everyone in the kingdom was sleeping during the day. When the nights fell, everyone got up and started doing their normal work. The guru and the disciple were hungry. They purchased some food items, but they were surprised to find that the price of everything was the same, and that is 1 dudu only. The guru leaves, but the disciple insists to stay. The guru at once realized that it was the kingdom of fools. He decided to leave the kingdom without delay. He told his disciple that their lives were in danger as the fools could create any unpleasant situation for them. But the disciple was feeling happy there because everything was cheap in the kingdom, because the price that is 1 dudu only for everything. So while the guru decided to leave the kingdom, the disciple insisted to stay so that he could enjoy cheap food there. Burglars in the rich man's house. So one day a thief broke into a house of a rich man. A wall of the house fell on him and he died on the spot. The brother of the thief complained to the king that the rich man was responsible for the thief's death because the wall of his house was weak. So let's see that what is the justice of the king. So it was a weird. So the king's weird justice. The owner of the house was but he said that the brick lawyer who had constructed the wall was responsible. Eventually, the brick lawyer was someone who shifted the blame to the dancing girl. He said that when he was making a wall, a dancing girl passed several times through the street while distracted his attention. Further, the dancing girl told the king that she had ordered goldsmith to make jewelry for her. He did not make it in the time, so she had to pass through the street several times. The goldsmith was called. He said that he had to make ornaments for a wedding in the rich man's house, so he could not finish the jewelry of the dancing girl in a time. He was the same owner of the house where the thief had died. So he said that his father that had placed the order. The king and his minister decided that since the rich man's father had died, he would be executed in his father's place. So that is the justice that has given by the king. After that, more drama at the stake. The king ordered a new stake to be made for the execution of the rich man. He was brought to the stake, but it was found that he was very thin. The stake did not fit him. The king ordered for the search of a fat man to fit the stake. Funnily enough, the Guru's disciple was found fit for the stake. So he was brought to the place of the execution. Now he remembered his Guru and prayed to him. With his magical powers, the Guru saw everything and at once reached there. He told something to the disciple in his ears, and disciple understood him. So the Guru, he has made a trick. So what was the trick? Now the Guru and his disciple started quarreling. The king asked them why they were eager to die, because each wanted to die first. So king asked to them that why they are eager to die. So the Guru told the king that the stake was new. Anyone who died first on the stake would be the king in the next life. Anyone who died next would be the minister. This forced the king and the minister to ponder over the situation. They wanted to be the king and the minister in the next life also. So at night they went to the prison secretly and released the Guru and the disciple. They replaced themselves in their places. So the next day they were taken to the stake and executed. Now the minister and the king, they were died. So this is the reason that their good days that has returned. So when the people came to know of the death of their king and the minister, they mourned. They discussed the future of the kingdom. So they requested the Guru and the disciple to be their king, and the old laws would be changed. So they agreed to rule the kingdom, but that is the one condition, that whatever the old laws will be there, that would be changed. So it was agreed upon and the good days returned to the kingdom. So this is the story of this chapter. Now let's revise. What are the two strange things the Guru and his disciple find in the kingdoms of fools? Earlier in first slide I had shown to you that in the kingdom of fools, the Guru and the disciple find two things that were very strange. The first one is that people work at night and go to sleep as soon as the sun rises. Secondly, the price of everything is the same, 1 dudu, means 1 rupees. Next question. Why does the disciple decide to stay in the kingdom of fools? Is it a good idea? The disciple finds that everything is very cheap in the kingdom of fools. All he wants is good and cheap food. So he decides to stay there only. But actually, it is not a good idea, because one can't understand the behavior of fools when it changes. As when the stake that has made, so they call the Guru and the disciple also, because the stake that has fitted to their neck only. So you can't understand the behavior of fools when it change. Name all the people who are tried in the king's court. Question number 3, that name all the people who tried in the king's court and give the reasons for their trial. The thief dies when the merchant's wall collapses. So many people are tried in the king's court. The first is the rich man. He was accused of having a weak wall. The second is the bricklayer who had built the weak wall. The third is the dancing girl who had distracted the bricklayer's attention when he was making the wall. The fourth is a goldsmith who had made the dancing girl visit his shop several times. And lastly, he comes the turn to a rich man again. And the rich man is the same person whose wall has killed the thief. Question number 4. Who is the real culprit according to the king, and why does he escape punishment? According to the king, the real culprit is the rich man only. He says that his father has ordered for the jewelry and he should have been responsible for his father's death. He is ordered to be hanged. A new stake is made for him. He escapes punishment because he is too thin to be properly executed on the stake. Question number 5. What are the Guru's words of wisdom? When does the disciple remember them? So his Guru had said, it is the city of fools. One does not know what they will do the next. So disciple realizes this wisdom when the king orders him to be executed and he is brought at the place of the execution. Question number 6. How does the Guru manage to save his disciple's life? When the disciple is going to be executed, so he prays to his Guru. The Guru sees everything with his magical powers and appears at the place of execution. He plays a trick on the foolish king. He asks the king to put him to the death before his disciple. The king is baffled and wants to know the reason. He tells him that the first person executed on his stake will become the next king of this country. Now the foolish king is trapped. He realizes the disciple. In this way, the Guru manages to save his disciple's life. I hope, student, that you have got the idea of this chapter and about the question answers also. Thank you.